the profitability of the industries which are luxury goods. And because the profitability goes up, future investment leaves cloth and other essential items production and shifts to the luxury goods industry. So your investment priorities get distorted. You may talk any amount about Aam Aadmi, but no, I don't. It's become a little cold, so it becomes later. I'll take it later now. So investment priorities get. So first is sub-optimization of decision making. You get inferior goods. You get inferior roads. You get everything inferior. Your infrastructure will break down in no time. Your power sector will be in a mess. All this is the first impact. Second impact, investment priorities will be distorted. India today, 70% of our investment directly or indirectly goes to support luxury goods production. And this is a scandal for a country which has so many millions of people below the poverty line, where industry should be encouraged to produce goods cheaply for these people. But instead of that, all we find today is the luxury goods industry is growing by leaps and bounds, whereas the essential goods sector is not performing. Third thing is that this cash is now used for forward trading in food grains, in food food items. So in the market, before the rice comes, or the wheat comes, or the vegetables come, or the sugar comes, or any other such essential item comes to the market, these people who have the black money tell the hoarders, buy it and put it in a godown. And this raises the inflation in the country. When it rises a certain height, bring it out and earn the profit. And when it falls to a certain level, again you do this hoarding process. So India is growing at 9% per year in GDP, but inflation is growing at 16% per year. This is not possible normally in economics. If supply expands, then prices should come down. But in India, we find prices are also going up. This is new economics that we will have to write a book on due to black money. So this is the third effect. First effect is sub-optimization. Second effect is distortion of the investment priorities. Third is this inflation. And fourth is what I already mentioned to you, national security. For the sake of this money, you then you even are willing to sell your national security, which is what happened. Now, what is the cure for this? Well, there are many people think that stronger laws are necessary. So that's why Anna Hazare has come up with this Jan Lokpal bill. Well, I have proved that you can send people to jail even with the present laws by going to the Supreme Court. Stronger laws, yes, I welcome it, but I don't think that should not be used as an excuse for not taking action. The present laws are sufficient, and I think the Prevention Corruption Act is sufficiently strong. Only you need now certain safeguards to see that it is not used as a way to block you from prosecuting people. And the Supreme Court has heard my petition on it. Orders have been reserved. One of these days they will lay down the law that you cannot keep an application for sanction for more than 3 months, and you must give reasoned answers. You know, all this to simplify that. The only new law which I would like, which will help us to catch people, is what is there in the Jan Lokpal bill, which is, there are many things in Jan Lokpal bill, but this one thing is something that I support, and that is, we must have an independent public prosecutor. An independent public prosecutor is a person who, upon receiving from the public a complaint, can directly order the CBI, go and investigate this, and you find something, file a case. At present time, nobody can order CBI because it is under the government. Of course, I have found a way of going to the Supreme Court and saying that the CBI is not doing its work, so you directly, the Supreme Court directly monitor the activities of the CBI. This is also something that the Supreme Court has agreed, and that's why on the 2G matter, don't think government can do anything at all. The only thing that the government can do is try and protect their skin, or maybe run away to some foreign country before getting caught. But as far as the CBI investigation is concerned, as long as the Supreme Court is there in this present mood, for which we have to thank our present Chief Justice, Kapadia, who after taking over from Balakrishnan has completely transformed the mood in the Supreme Court, that when it comes to corruption, there should be no tolerance whatsoever for it. So as a consequence, now the Supreme Court is very active. It goes into into many issues which the government has been trying to hide. In Germany, one day found out from its intelligence agencies that there are a large number of Germans, politicians, businessmen, who have been keeping illegal bank accounts in Liechtenstein, which is a small country, which is a neighbor of Germany. So they decided that it's not tolerable, so they asked Liechtenstein